Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and today I'm going to be channeling Ascended Master Saint Germain and the Ascended Masters for an Energy Ascension update for the month of September 2021. So we'll see what they have to say about that. And before I begin, I just want to remind everyone that I am now doing personalized readings, and the information for that is in the description below. So have a great night. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to get started. Oh yes, welcome. I'm Saint Germain. We welcome you all. We are excited for your journey. We are showing Tara there is much pain for many on planet Earth at this time in the Heart Chakra area. This would be that many are facing losses. They have, we would say they have felt an uphill battle through the past year of coronavirus, and it is now a new season changing, and once again they are faced with the same blocks and the same limitations. This isn't getting fun. This isn't. This is getting old. We would say that many of the people on planet Earth are unhappy with the coronavirus situation. They are tired of hearing about it, and they are tired of the limitations. Many have adjusted to this new way of life, and as they begin to go back to school or start a new job, they are feeling a sense of loss and emptiness, a rejection or a grieving in the heart chakra area. This is that many of you are experiencing an activation of another layer of the heart chakra. This would come in the form, in the sense of a deep loss or a deep rejection or a deep emptiness. This is painful for many in the way that they would feel a loneliness or feel that they are all alone on the planet. This, we would say in our perception, is a thumbs up situation, as it means there is another layer of the egoic consciousness that you are releasing and allowing for more heart-centered consciousness to come into your reality. This is, we would say, that your spirit is getting louder than your ego. This would be a celebration in a spiritual perspective, in the point of a soul's expansion. We would say that all is well even when it does not feel well. And we would say this, that the emotional turmoil that you are going through on planet Earth, from a spiritual perspective, it is not seen as a suffering or struggling. It is seen as a celebration, and we are offering our frequencies today for the heart chakra. If you are open to receiving, state that you are open to receiving. This would bring some relief to those who have felt grieving, uncontrollable crying and sadness the past few days. There are shifts on the planet, and there are shifts in the universal energies that people are uncomfortable with. They are not recognizing the frequencies and are having a difficult time to adjust to these new frequencies being brought in on the planet Earth. You would notice this around the full moon, or significantly slightly after a full moon, that there would be more agitation as these frequencies are coming to the Earth, and there are those who do not recognize this frequency, and their ego would resist it, causing some irritation. We would say that those with bipolar or mental illnesses, you may notice that they have an exaggeration of symptoms around this time. We would say to ground yourself if you are around others that are having a difficult time. There is chaos around me, Saint Germain. I am seeing chaos all around me, and it is upsetting me. And we would say, as a reminder, to stay grounded in this now moment, and pick a quiet corner, go by yourself for a walk at lunch, or go for a meditation, or an activity that would bring you joy at this time. Doing this alone would help to center you. It is becoming grounded and integrated onto the planet at this time as the energies around you are being shook up. This would come in the form of climate change. This you would see this climate change and these mass storms all over the planet. This is a shaking up, and this is coming in strong at this time. The storms have increased in their frequencies, and they have increased in their power. And we would say this has brought a lot of fears to the surface for many. Many are tired of the coronavirus, and many are struggling with this as well as they adjust to the new way of living. They are not wanting the limitations. They are saying, let's go back to the old way. And when they start to go back to the old way, many would notice that their egos have attached to the new way. They are confused at the state of what is a comfortable way to be. I used to love gathering with my friends and family at events, and now that we are allowed to go back to that, I'm not enjoying those family events anymore, and this is causing people to question why. I used to enjoy hanging out with my friends and my families in large spaces and in gatherings at football games or at music events, and now as we begin to gather, I'm not receiving the same joy, and this is causing me to feel sad and lonely. Why am I not receiving joy when I have waited a year and a half to be able to gather again? And that was the thing that I love to do, and now I feel empty. And we would say this is where we are telling you to celebrate. Your heart chakra is going into a deeper layer. It is an activation of a deeper layer into the heart chakra. You are letting go of the ego attachments. It was the ego love that you found within those places. It was the seeking outside of yourself. It was the attachment to others and needing them to love you. When you have been in isolation and separated from the collective for the past year and a half, many of you have begun to go in and understand your truth. You have begun to go in and recognize your own mastery within you. You have begun to go in and see the love that you have for yourself within you. And it is that the ego is no longer seeking it outside of itself. So when you go out to the crowds and you gather with your friends, it is not feeding the ego as it had in the past. There is an emptiness as the ego is losing its grip. We would say this is a celebration. Go in and speak with your inner child and ask how they would like to play. This is where you would find the love within yourself. This is all an accelerated expansion of consciousness at this time. For many of you, you have we would say are having a rapid awareness. You are having rapid awareness of those around you and what the truth is. There is confusion for some, but many are feeling that they are finally seeing the truth that they had not yet seen before. This will be ramped up, we would say, through the month of September as new frequencies come onto the planet. It would be that there will be many having new awarenesses as people settle back into the school system or into a new job. You would notice that things feel and appear different. What is different, and why am I seeing things differently? This is not how I remembered it. And we would say celebrate. You are seeing it with new eyes. You are seeing it with new awareness. This is a time to celebrate on planet Earth. There is much, we would say, fast or speeding up of time in your perception. Be centered in the now moment. And many of you would notice that you are not so concentrated on time, or you are not so hyper-focused on the things that you used to be. You were letting go of many things in your reality that once fed the ego. It is time to go in and not without. One moment, please. You will notice with the coming of each full moon that you are having more rapid awarenesses. This would be that it's an acceleration of consciousness, and we are excited for your journey. All is well on planet Earth, and as your heart chakra is now activating into a deeper layer, you will notice triggers of rejection, or for those of you who feel rejected, or for those of you who feel alone, remember that going to the deepest depths of the polarity of that which you are is where you would learn the greatest compassion. As you experience these emotions as they arise, do not judge them. Allow them to flow through your heart chakra with ease. Allow them to flow freely through your heart meridians. Your heart meridians with ease. We would say that these emotions are coming up to be loved, not judged, and it would be beneficial to be gentle with yourselves. Everyone on planet Earth is doing the best they can at all times. We would say not to judge where everyone around you is. We would say to stay in the now moment and find more things within yourself that you love, and focus on that. Detach from the chaos around you and focus in on what you find within yourself that is peaceful.